What's up everyone, NoIdeaXD here, back with another video. Today I will be doing a little bit of post-commentary for my performance in a recent Rocket Bot Royale tournament. This tournament was filled to the brim with top players and people who are much higher level than me, so this was a big challenge. I hadn't done much prep before this, so I was still pretty much getting warmed up, and I just decided to stay low for most of this game as that seemed like a safe option. My loadout consists of 2 poisons, 1 shield, and 1 health perk. I also have insight, but that doesn't matter at all because I can't find gems here anyway. Anyways, I get an assist, and then eventually somebody jumps up at me and uses a flak. Not a very good start. We're on the second qualifier game out of 5. In order for me to qualify, I need to score points by doing the following. Placing first, second, or third in a match, and I receive a point for every 3 kills that I get in a game. Anyways, I decide to land right here, even though there's a lot of people. Somebody uses their shield on me by mistake, I'm assuming it's a mistake anyway, and I get a few good shots on people. My goal for this tournament wasn't to win or anything like that. It was more so just to improve my skills at the game. I've done a fairly decent job of surviving so far, and I see a potential kill. I mostly stay hiding out on this ledge so that people don't see me. My plan was to pick off the weak ones that fell off the map. Like this red guy down here, who I get a good shot on and I get my first kill of the tournament. I continue to hide out on the ledge, keeping an eye on the person that's also on the ledge with me. I still have 2 poisons that I can use, so I'm saving them for the right moment. Still just staying on the ledge, dodging any missiles that happen to fly down to try to hit me. There is a fight going on above me, so that's why there are a bunch of flying missiles everywhere. My strategies seem to be working so far, and I spot a low person. I shoot them and manage to take them out, meaning that I only need 1 more kill to score my first point of the tournament. I stay hidden in between these ledges, hopefully trying to survive for a little longer. Unfortunately, I was a little too hesitant, and I'm not going for any of these kills. However, I am still keeping an eye on the person above me. Still waiting and watching for my perfect time to strike. Unfortunately, I waited too long and got attacked, losing most of my HP and throwing one of my poisons out in desperation. I collect this crate hoping for health, but instead I get a drill, which was honestly not all that helpful at the time. I see a potential kill as I'm trying to desperately score a point, but unfortunately I was too slow and died. The poison I threw did not end up making an impact at all. If I had gotten a heal instead of a drill, things might have been different. Anyways, it's time for game 3. Most of this game is pretty darn boring, which is why I have it sped up. It's mostly just more of the same, hiding out on a small ledge, dodging anyone that comes by, and hoping to try to get some kills along the way. I hide out on this ledge for a very long time, probably more than I should have, to be honest. It's just more of the same, avoiding, shooting randomly, and I find a potential kill, and then I get a sick long shot on that person. That was like the only interesting thing about this game. Very soon I'm stuck between multiple people, and then I get attacked, eventually sealing my fate. I try to fight back for a while, but the pressure was too much, and I fell. But now it's the second to last match. I only have 2 more games to qualify, which is really rough, because I have no points. I land in one of the gaps and try to avoid people, but I'm sandwiched between 2 people, so I'm stuck staying in this middle area. I try to keep an eye on both of them, while taking blind shots in the dark, hopefully trying to get some damage. But I take some damage instead, and I decide to go into this ring area. I jump between the ring a few times while still keeping an eye on people, trying to avoid being in the range of others, so that I'm not shot. Unfortunately, this backfires, and I'm shot again. I have to play it very safe if I want to score some points during this round. Unfortunately, scoring points is pretty much impossible in this round, as I've taken so much damage early on. There's still 20 players left after all. And eventually I'm killed by some stray missile shots. It's the final round, and I have only this round to score to qualify. This put a lot of pressure on me, as I still wanted to perform well in the tournament. I didn't want to win necessarily, but I didn't want to have such a terrible loss either. So I tried a new strategy, landing at the end of the map, just to see how that would go. However, it's not looking good as I take some chip damage. To be honest, I don't know how that grenade didn't kill me, but, you know, whatever. I slowly start moving to the middle, dodging people's attacks. I see no kill potential, so this is all I can do for now. Play defensively. Still no people in sight yet, as I'm desperately trying to think up another plan. I'm doing the same old thing as before, which is predictable. However, somebody drops in, giving me the opportunity to fight. I use poison on them, weakening them a fair bit, and forcing them out of their shield. They're low, so I shoot them, dealing some more damage. I come really close to shooting and killing them, however, I just resort to poisoning them to death. Why make it so difficult to shoot where I can just kill them easily like that? So, I get a little confidence boost as that guy was like double my level, and I managed to beat him in a 1v1. So I move up a little bit, trying to find more people to kill, as I desperately want to try to qualify. So I'm mostly just hunting. I know that I stand a chance now, since I still have a shield. I find someone, but they've got the higher ground, so I honestly just leave them alone. I continue to hunt for other players, and I jump into a fight which is still going on. I use this opportunity to try to score some quick kills, which I end up doing. I'm starting to get a little excited, as there's another low person near me. However, I do take some damage. A small price to pay for trying to succeed. After all I needed was one more kill. One more kill and I would get a point, and I'd be able to qualify, since there weren't many people scoring at all. And I managed to get it. A singular point was all that I was needing to qualify, since nobody else was scoring very much. That means that I didn't have to worry about whether or not I'd win or not. Or so I thought, anyway. This death wasn't on purpose or anything, but I thought that I'd already gained my eligibility and was preparing for 1v1s. Until I realized that there was a 4-way tie for 8th place, including me. So we had to break that tie by doing a 1v1v1v1. This put a lot of pressure on me, as I knew that everyone would be watching the game, meaning that they would see me playing. So I took a deep breath and I got to playing. The game began with me and 3 other players planning to duke it out to try to get to the bracket and break this 4-way tie. I wait till I'm at around the end of the map and somebody immediately dies, which I saw with my own eyes. This put a lot of pressure on me. Was I gonna die just as quickly as that person? Well, let's find out. I begin climbing, and I start digging to try to get to the middle ring area, which has 2 nukes inside. I was wondering if I was going to need them. Better to be prepared for a fight, right? I could see that the 2 players had already scaled it completely. I had the lower ground, while they were at the higher ground fighting. That was a good outcome for me, as I could jump in between the fight and kill them both if needed. Anyways, I continue climbing after I collect the nukes. Climbing is a really slow process here, so I'm just gonna cut to when I made it to the top. I make it up to the final ring, and I find both players up there waiting for me. And I think I'll just be quiet now so that you can enjoy the fight. So I never made it to the proper bracket, and I never got to play any 1v1s. But that's fine, as I had a really fun time. And I did pretty well, considering most of the players there were pretty good, and had known the game for years. Unlike me, who, to be honest, hasn't even been playing very much. I'm glad I could be a part of it, and I'll see you all later.